And
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 92 of Miami Dolphins content. We appreciate it. For those of y'all watching on Twitter and Twitch and all that other shit, come on over to YouTube, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't. Episode 92's title, The Super Bowl is set, and apparently Lamar Jackson sucks. According to Tua haters, Lamar Jackson sucks donkey dick. What's going on, Bleezy?
What up, bro? What's happening, man? I hope you had a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great weekend out there. But yeah, man, once again, Lamar, he couldn't get it home. He couldn't get it done. It's kind of hard when you got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes coming in town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, hey, Kansas City killed the fucking narrative that they can't play on the road, so that narrative's fucking destroyed. And to be honest, you turn around and you talk about the fact that, for all the people who talked about how terrible the Chiefs defense was, obviously the Chiefs defense is legit.
Yeah,
You take two of the highest powered offenses, mind you, Miami and fucking Baltimore, and both of them score a single touchdown on you.
Right.
So then you get into people, the Tua haters and all that, and detractors and all that bullshit. So you say that Tua had a bad game in negative 30-degree weather and 30-mile-an-hour winds. They played 45 degrees and little to no wind at all in Baltimore. And Lamar and fucking Tua produced the same amount of fucking points.
Right.
That's pretty fucking sad. So it's either Lamar Jackson sucks dick if Tua sucks dick, or the Chiefs defense is just that legit.
I think the latter, the Chiefs defense, man. And I've said it before, my recipe for a Super Bowl victory is have a really good head coach, have a really good quarterback, and have a really good defense. And right now, KC, if their defense is going to be legit like that, man, they're hard. They're going to be hard to beat, man. That's who I'm going to be picking in the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's get to the other game before we start picking on the Super Bowl. But man, I love Dan the Man Campbell. Hey, I like going forward on the first fourth down, but that second fourth down, bro, how do you fucking blow a 17-point lead? I mean, I know that the 49ers offense and that defense stepped the fuck up. I mean, Jamar Gibbs with that fucking fumble that allows them to turn right around and score that second touchdown. That was a killer.
That was brutal. That was brutal. It kind of hit me, and I'd like to know what the Dolphins fans think, but it kind of hit me. I was like, man, this is something that the Dolphins would do, that Mike McDaniel would do. I could see him making a lot of those calls, man. Same calls. These guys are going on analytics, but I don't think McDaniel. I think McDaniel does it more with a little bit of feel to it. I don't think he's hardcore like that. I think McDaniel would have kicked a field goal in a couple of those situations. But
absolutely. And that's kind of where, Campbell put his foot in his own mouth is, I get it. When you're only down 3, you feel like, hey, let me pick up this first down. But at the same time, you tie the game up and your defense makes a stop, which their defense did. And then you go down and score that touchdown, but you're still down 3. Obviously, the ending series, obviously, clock management played a role in that as well. I mean, why would you run the ball on that second down and force yourself to take that timeout?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a good decision either. But at the end of the day, you kick the field goal. you're not worried about the timeouts because you kick the field goal, you're going down to score to tie the game up. You don't have to worry about clock manage or, saving the timeouts to fucking get an onside kick. And so I don't know, man. He definitely kind of, like you said, he had some inner dolphin-like fucking tendencies back.
He did. The old school dolphin came out in him a little bit.
Yeah, blowing a 17-point lead, some bad fucking clock management.
They were calling him Dan Gamble on the some of the radio shows I was hearing today.
I mean, look, man. To be honest, the part of going for it on fourth down is what got him up 17 points. But the problem is, once you feel that the momentum is turning like that, especially after the Gibbs fumble and the second touchdown to tie the game up, at that point, you have to start adjusting that philosophy, knowing, especially down 3, just kick the fucking field goal, tie it up.
You know what else he did? He got away from the run in the second half. He got away from the run. If you look at the numbers, it was like dead even in the first half. It was like 20 passes to 21 runs. Second half, it was like 21 pass to like 9 runs. It's crazy.
But how much of that is based on the fact that Gibbs comes out and fumbles the fucking ball?
Well, yeah, that was a problem.
I mean, I think they were running early in that second half. It's after that fucking fumble.
Cab, what's up, bro?
He said you take the building.
Yeah, you take the points. Yeah,
trust that for life. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, dude, you gotta take the freaking.
He got a little greedy.
Yeah, it's one thing to say, the aggressiveness got me here, but once you're there in the moment, you can't screw yourself over, and that's kind of what he did, to be honest. So
he did, man. He did.
That's still the 49ers, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. That defense balled the fuck out in that fourth quarter to get them back in that game.
They got the momentum back, and they didn't let go.
Hell no. They were flying around like crazy for sure.
God, it's crazy, man. Those drop passes in the play off the guy's face mask.
Oh, my God. Yeah, fucking Ayuk fucking touchdown. Oh, my God, dude. Like, how lucky can you fucking get? Like, I mean, damn.
Colin! What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The ball bounced their way, man. They got a couple of good bounces, man. What can you do?
But to get that, right? Down fucking 14 to get that and turn around and get the fumble. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. Wow. That's well said. That's about all you could say at that point.
I mean, I can only imagine what Dan Campbell's thinking, like, fucking son of a bitch. Like, you get the world's luckiest doink, and then apparently there was a miscommunication between Goff and Gibbs where Gibbs went the wrong fucking way on the handoff. It was supposed to be an outside handoff, and Gibbs ran inside. I would be pissed if I was Dan the Man Campbell too, man. I mean, you can't have those kind of mistakes in the biggest fucking game of your life.
That's inexperience, man. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like we should have been in the same position. We should have been playing this past weekend. And I can see us doing some stuff like that, man. The Dolphins, we're kind of inexperienced, man. You make mistakes like that, but then you learn from them. The Lions actually got that experience now. They got that playoff win. That's where we came up short this year, and I think that's why a lot of people are pissed.
I mean, obviously, and we should be. I mean, it sucks. It sucks that, because we lost to Tennessee, we lost to fucking Buffalo. We got our ass stomped by Baltimore. I mean,
because we have a similar team to Detroit, man. We've got a lot of talent like Detroit does, I would say. Would you say golf and Tua are similar, parallel?
I would give Tua an edge over
It
Goff
was
for
better.
sure.
I think so too. Yeah.
At the same time, though, you got to remember Detroit's defense stayed fucking healthy the entire year.
Their whole team did.
They did have some injuries at the wide receiver position earlier in the year.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I mean,
they're on the radio. They were talking about that tonight or this afternoon. They were saying the key, and this guy's a huge Detroit fan. He was like, one of the keys to our season is almost all of our key players stayed healthy all year, including the quarterback.
If I remember correctly, Amon-Ra St. Brown missed a couple games earlier in the year, and one of their backup running backs, I think, was out a few games too. But, overall, they stayed fucking healthy. And, I mean, we couldn't do that. Look at the fucking offensive line issues we have, the fucking defense issues at the end of the
Brutal. Yeah, so, that's we talked about it, man. It's a death march, the NFL, to the end of the year. Injuries, Dolphins fans don't want to hear it, but injuries are real. It's legit. What's up, bro?
Yeah. What's up,
Colin?
Boys? What's up, boys? How y'all doing?
What's happening, man?
What's up?
Just chilling. Got the day off, man. Just hanging out today.
Oh, sweet, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
so what do you think about those games last night, man?
Yeah, what are your thoughts, bro?
Got the hoodies on. Let's go, baby.
Oh shit, I need to get my hoodie.
I think that I told y'all that it was gonna be. I tried to tell everybody right before the playoffs started. I even put my chest out there for the Eagles. I said it was gonna be Eagles and Chiefs. So that's a good take because look, I thought the Eagles were going to get taken down, or the Eagles were going to take down the Niners in the NFC Championship, bro. But how it ended up being was Eagles got taken out early, but the Chiefs are still going to win the Super Bowl. As much as we don't want to see it, the 49ers are not going to get their revenge. But I just realized you asked me what I thought about the games last week, so
yeah.
I felt like Mahomes did his thing. Whenever he needs to make the throw, he makes the throw. And Lamar, he just wasn't enough.
A little choke action.
Yeah, boy. But the thing is so Colin, let me ask you this because we were talking about it at the beginning of the show. And obviously, the title of the show and the subtitle, and so tell me how you think again the idea or the smattering of Tua haters and whatnot of complaining about his performance in negative 30-degree weather and 30-degree wind, whereas Lamar Jackson played at 45 degrees with little to no wind and produced the same amount of points that Tua did. So If the narrative is that Tua sucks because he couldn't do shit against the Chiefs D in that kind of weather, what does that say about Lamar, who did it in pretty damn good weather and still couldn't do shit against that defense?
I think that Lamar was actually putting his team in position to score, bro. We weren't really. I mean, I'm not saying it was just Tua that wasn't putting us in position to score, but. I mean, hey, they still only scored 10 points, but they probably should have scored like 20, man. They had a few mistakes happening on their end, but hey, Dolphins had to run through Kansas City. I stand on that point that you're bringing up, kind of, we had the tough route, bro, so how are we supposed to knock them off in negative degrees? But
we should have beat Buffalo is what we should have done.
Yeah.
At the end of the year,
obviously, yeah, we've already been over that. I wanted your take on that. Seeing again,
That's a good take.
I think that we did have opportunities to score in that Kansas City game. Obviously, whether it was penalties, to his 2 interceptions, things like that. I mean, you got Lamar Jackson with the strip fucking sack fumble. I mean, I don't know, man. If you're going to say Tua sucks and blah, 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 well, then Lamar has to suck too because he didn't fucking do any better.
Yeah, no, I agree. But a lot of people are saying that Lamar, like, I don't know, a lot of people switched because everyone was saying Lamar. And now after this game, nobody's saying Lamar. So I don't think it's that big of a gap. But, bro, hey, it's hard to knock out the Chiefs, man. I don't see the Dolphins, even if we win a wild card game next year. I don't see us going past the Chiefs. I don't see hardly anybody. So, I mean,
I think if we would have had home field advantage, the Chiefs would have had to come to us, and we would have beat them.
I think they still would have beat us, bro.
Do you?
Yeah, man, but hey,
look, they killed the narrative. They killed the narrative that they can't fucking play on the road. They killed that son of a bitch. And to be honest, because even though I make light of the whole Lamar Tua thing, like I said, everybody was shitting on the Chiefs D all year long, and here comes the playoffs, and they play the two most effective and efficient offenses in the NFL, back to back, mind you, and fucking beat both of them, holding both of them to fucking one single touchdown. That's pretty fucking impressive.
It's pretty strong. Yeah. No, I agree, man.
Literally the number 1 and number 2 offense in the NFL, back to back, and neither of them score more than a single touchdown on you. You got to give credit where credit is due, man.
Yeah, you did, man.
Colin, here's the thing. Let's get to this Detroit San Fran game, man. What was running through your head? Because CT Thomas called the Chiefs versus the Lions. And I was fucking looking pretty goddamn good there until.
Yeah, I got tired. No, I'm going to say it now because I got tired of y'all freaking, especially CT over here. And a lot of Dolphins fans, they want to ride with the Lions because Dan Campbell and just this hope factor that they haven't won the playoff game in so long. Man, I'm the opposite of that. I thought the whole time, I'm like, man, I don't want to. These motherfuckers haven't won a playoff game in 30 years, and I just saw them win, 2 or 3, and now I don't want to see them fucking win the Super Bowl, man. That's what I wanted to see us do.
Right.
So I didn't want to see them win, bro. I'm actually happy the Lions lost. Fuck the state of Michigan. They don't need championships.
F the Lions.
Yeah. But hey, I'm happy the 49ers came back. Brock Purdy. He's a nice quarterback. I mean, Ayuk saved them like y'all were saying a few minutes ago with that crazy grab, but that was crazy. That reminded me of the
Brock Purdy, man. Your boy can run, man. Look like Steve Young out there running around. I was like, damn, look at this guy, man.
Yeah,
he's got some legs.
It was a great game.
See, but the thing is how come San Fran can't play fucking defense against us like that? See, that the thing is Tua is mobile enough to fucking run when you're playing fucking man coverage across the board and the freaking middle of the field is wide open. You're like, damn, how come they couldn't play defense against us like that? Oh, shit.
I mean, I want to see Tua run more, I think, next year. Kind of maybe some bootlegs or break out of the pocket. Kind of like he did a little bit in that last game, but at the same time, do we want him running?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I fucking told you guys he wasn't going to have a single fucking injury issue this year, especially the concussions. And he did it. And the thing is, I'm not concerned about the concussion things. That's not a concern. Now, if you want to say, soft tissue injuries or something like that, in all reality, that's a concern for every quarterback and every player in the NFL, period. Right. So I'm not overly concerned about it. But look what we did with Brian Flores, with Chan Gailey. They had him running fucking bootlegs. Why is it that McDaniel, again, even last year, McDaniel ran a shit ton of fucking bootlegs with them, moving him off the spot. We didn't really see that this year. We saw that very minimally.
Because they don't want them running. They don't want them to get hurt.
But that's not true. I think a lot of it has to do with once the offensive line got injured, you can't ask guys to fucking be a pull because remember in those bootlegs, you have to have somebody pull and trap block the freaking free rusher so that Tua can get to the edge. Well, if you don't got a guy who can pull fast enough to do that, are you going to trust them to do that?
True.
Because I sure as fuck wouldn't. I'm not trusting Liam Eichenberg to fucking pull and make that block.
What, so talking about next year, what are y'all thinking about QB2 next year?
I told you, Bleezy. I'm feeling that guy from the Michigan Wolverines, bro. JJ McCarthy.
You think we would draft him though?
JJ McCarthy, yeah, man. I think that he's gonna be a late first round pick or a early second round pick. He just won the national championship. I know you could say the same thing about the dude Stetson Bennett, but hey, man, I think this guy. I mean, you saw Michigan went to the college football playoff last year, and then he took his team back this year. So that's why I think this quarterback is pretty good. I haven't seen much tape on him. That's all I really know. But
I agree with the concept. You're saying we should draft basically a first round pick and draft a quarterback as our number 2. That way we have a backup for Tua because he's about to come into a contract year. And if he shits the bed, we got to have a backup plan, guys.
Yeah, maybe not a first round pick because I think this guy's going to be like a third. He's going to be drafted where like Will Levis was, or he could be in the 20s. But
we could use a second round pick, or we could fall back with our 21 pick maybe.
Yeah, I'm okay with taking the quarterback at 21 if that's what you're asking, bro.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I think that's pushing it. I mean, look, we've already discussed this on the last episode, one of the past episodes. We have so many fucking needs that's the problem. To go out and I'm not saying throw away because you're not throwing it away, but
on a quarterback, right?
To use your first round pick on a quarterback, knowing we're going to be losing so many other pieces, I agree with Colin. I'd be willing to do the second rounder. Maybe like Bleezy said, maybe we trade back from 21. Say we trade back to like 28, 29, and get an extra second round pick, maybe a third. Take a first and a second round pick, use that third rounder, possibly the second rounder, and use the on the quarterback and that way you're still getting picks enough to fucking pick some guys to start filling some of these holes.
Yeah, for real, man. I'm with you on that, bro. We need to. I mean, hey. And I've been happy with the draft class the last 2 years, especially last year. Fuck that first round pick, man. We did good with our draft class.
But the thing is we can't keep affording to fucking trade for high priced guys with that first round pick because we can't pay them. Fuck, we can't even pay the guys we got now.
That's a whole nother issue.
Yes, sir. And then we get into, go ahead, Colin, my bad.
Well, no, I was gonna say the main thing I'm thinking about right now is QB2, man. Which way are we gonna go with that? So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, Mike White needs to go. There's no reason for you to hang on to a guy's you're paying $4.5 million to ride the bench. And to be honest, for all the fucking people that were talking up Skylar, Pete, and all these fucking other idiots, what happened to Skylar? I mean, obviously, Skylar's not as good as you guys hoped he would be. So, I mean, something's got to give. But in all reality, really drafting is the only choice you have.
He couldn't beat out Mike White, which that's that's kind of
bad enough.
Yeah. And so I would go draft. You get a cheap guy that you might hope is going to have a high ceiling, like your boy from Michigan. I like Bo Nix. The guy from Washington could be legit. You know, we got options, man. If you want to bring a guy in, you put him at QB2, and then if Tua doesn't work out, because man, Justin Herbert's making 52, 53 million a year. If I'm Tua's agent, I'm coming to the Dolphins and I'm saying we want 53 a year, man.
But the good thing is we got one more year, Bleezy, so we don't have
that's
to
what I'm saying. But
we're still paying him. We're still paying him 25 mil this year, which
he's a first round pick.
Yeah, no, and I understand that, but I'm saying the only real option you have there is extend him and try to get some cap relief out of that by having him, have a huge signing bonus. But even then, if he doesn't work out, then you're double fucked.
That's why you got to have a backup, bro. That's why you got to. But
even if you have a backup, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be paying him to sit on the fucking bench, even if you bring in that second QB, that QB2. So you're still double fucked.
But if Tua doesn't work out this next year for some reason,
or if he gets hurt,
whatever. If he ends up leaving, what are we going to do? Bring in a free agent? I would much rather have a rookie on the bench that has a high ceiling, man, that we could work with.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But that's by not extending him, that 25 mil is a huge fucking hit as far as, a 1 year, I guess, I don't want to say rental per se, but.
Oh, you're saying we have to keep him if we don't? What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, so you don't extend him, you make him play on his 5th year option, the 25 mil. You have no flexibility in the cap at that. It's guaranteed 25 mil. You have no flexibility whatsoever. Now, if you extend him, then you can give him a large signing bonus. Shit, you can get his fucking salary cap to be $5 million hit.
Yeah, but that's not going to be the same.
If you sign him, if you give him a big enough signing bonus, which Ross has shown he's willing to fucking do. The thing is, though, by doing that, it gives you more cap flexibility. But if he doesn't work out, you're fucked because you're stuck with him and you're stuck with that money.
Yeah, but that's not the same if we get another quarterback because shit, even if it's later in the first round, he'll get $10 million less at pick 21 compared to fucking where Tua was.
Right. For 3 years.
It'll be way cheaper, especially even if we go later to the second round or something.
But that's my whole point, though, is so if you're letting Tua ride on the 5th year option, you're going to pay that 25 mil anyway. Then just let it ride. But you know that you're not going to get any cap savings there. You're going to have to fucking cut other players, or you're going to have to find other ways to save money. So it's almost a catch-22. You're fucked either way.
So you want to pay him is what it sounds like.
No, it's not about wanting to pay him. I don't want to pay him. I just want to have the ability to have some flexibility in the cap so that we can keep other players.
I say we do it Green Bay style, and you bring in, like they did Jordan Love when Aaron Rodgers was damn near at his peak. They bring in Jordan Love. Why would we not bring in a beast right now? They drafted Jordan Love.
I'm not against bringing in
maybe early second. Still, that's all.
I'm not against
where we're at.
No, I'm not against bringing in another quarterback. I'm just saying, as far as Tua specifically, how does it help the team? Whether it's letting him ride on the fucking 5th year option or try to get some more cap space out of that, because then we can re-sign guys like Christian Wilkins. We can re-sign because we'll save some money by giving him a fucking roster bonus,
Right. Exactly, man. There's been a lot of talk about we might be bringing back Wilkins.
Well, we'll see, man. We will see. It's going to take a big bag.
A big bag. Colin, what do you think about bringing back Wilkins?
Bro, I say to pay his ass, bro. I love Wilkins, man. Ever since he dabbed up the fucking commissioner, bro. When we
yeah.
Not just that, man. Like, I'm getting tired of getting rid of the guys that have been on this team since fucking 2016 and fucking beyond. Because fuck, X is gone, man. We don't got fucking nobody left except for the fucking long snapper. It's like, bro, fuck that.
Long snapper. No, that's kind of been our mojo, man. We
Shout out
always
to Ferguson, by the way. Shout out to Ferguson. He's been here for like fucking 18 years.
shout out to Ferguson. He dogged the Ravens in a tweet today. He said some shit about them.
There you go.
Yeah. But it does kind of seem like in the past it seems like we always kick our best players out the door, like our top
It's
players.
all this, our homegrown talent. We draft them, we develop them into good players, and we just fucking let them walk and never get shit for them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's annoying. And I would love to bring back Christian Wilkins. But again, we've talked about it. Chris Greer and this fucking Brandon Shore and whatever, they got their fucking work cut out for them, man. They got their work cut out for them.
Because you got to look at the following year, too. You got 3 top rounders, man. Jalen, and Javon.
Yep.
That we're going to,
Austin Jackson, because you didn't give him his 5th-year option either. So you got to fucking possibly pay Austin Jackson too.
I mean, do you think that we have? I mean, all these guys we're talking about,
and Jerome Baker, Jerome Baker.
Well, I think what we need to do to improve the team to get to the Super Bowl, we need to become more tough, especially on defense. I think our offense is probably where it needs to be, other than our play calling needs to go up a couple levels. But
the O line needs the look. We still have some major holes on that O line. To think that Isaiah Wynn was going to be the answer at left guard, no, I'm sorry.
O line, right? But we're close, man. I think we're just as close as Detroit is. Every bit as close.
But at the same time, we could fall just like the Jaguars did next year,
I said it the other day. If we don't make the playoffs next year, what is our fan base going to do? They're going to go nuts.
Yeah.
And that could happen, but our schedule's pretty favorable. We should make the playoffs next year. That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, we still, we got Armstead to worry about, Isaiah Wynn, Connor Williams. Again, without this money, who are you going to re-sign? Who are you going to sign to the offensive line? Literally the only 2 you got under contract the 2 starters are Robert Hunt and Austin Jackson. But after that, you got Lester Cotton and Robert Jones. Even Kendall Lamb is a free agent. You got Eichenberg under contract. So that's it. Like, you got Armstead there, but we still don't even know if Armstead's going to play or if he's going to retire. So then It makes it even more important that you re-sign Kendall Lamb. And I think we have Keon Smith too under contract. But are you really going to be fucking putting those guys into the starting offensive line? Hell no.
Hey, check this out. I'm about to play this clip. I tweeted it on our page, but it's Chris Perkins breaking this down. Let me find. Okay, here it is. So let me see if I can share the screen. Check this out.
With Xavier Howard and his $25.9 million salary cap hit, I would bring X back. I would franchise tag Christian Wilkins. I would pretty much bring everybody back except for Armstead. I think when you look at I would just have to have a difficult conversation with Armstead that, look, if you come back, you're going to have to, we can't go with you. You're going to have to be, I don't know how that would go, but I can't count on it. With Xavier Howard and your $25.9 million salary cap hit, I would bring X back. I would franchise tag Christian Wilkins. I would pretty much bring everybody back except for Armstead. I think when you look at I would just have to have a difficult conversation with Armstead that, look, if you come back, you're going to have to, we can't go with you. You're going to have to be, I don't know how that would go, but I can't.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, Chris Perkins, I think he's correct about some of that, but Armstead is already under contract. So unless you're going to get him to take a restructure and take a shit ton less money, you can't just kick him to the fucking curb. That's not how that works. There's a shit ton of dead money in that deal. So, I mean,
I thought it was interesting the fact that he said he'd bring back X and Wilkins. I was like, damn.
I mean, I would love to bring back X if he wants to fucking, take less money, but he's not going to do that. And you can franchise tag Christian Wilkins, but at the end of the day, that's just kicking his can down the road. He already fucking held out this year for not having a new contract. If you franchise tag him, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to fucking sit out the fucking offseason again this year.
You think he would?
Hell yeah. Bro, the franchise tag, it gives no fucking incentive for him or long-term security. Of course he would. That's what players are wanting at this point in their career. Christian Wilkins is looking for a multi-year deal with multiple years of guaranteed money, not just a fucking franchise tag.
And I think I saw Cap for Life say this in a chat somewhere. So you're saying a franchise tag for Wilkins would almost be a slap in the face?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a slap in the face of, hey, I'm going to pay you per year what you want, right? Because the franchise tag, the first time you use the franchise tag, you pay the player the average of the top 5 at his position. Now, you can tag him again the second time, but if you tag him a second time, you have to pay him top 3 money of his position. Now, the thing is, though, is yes, you're paying him money, but the problem is you're not giving him financial security and having multiple years with guaranteed money. You're essentially saying you're going to play year to year with us, and that's it.
Does he have the option to deny the franchise tag?
No. You can sit out. You can sit the year out.
Oof.
You remember when what's his name did that?
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell for Pittsburgh.
I remember that. That's stupid as hell. He lost millions.
Yeah, but not only that,
he already came out and said he regretted doing that.
Yeah, but on top of that, you lose a year of your physical prime.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not just about the money. It's now you sat out a year. You lost one of your years of your physical prime, and 2, then you become one of these guys a la Le'Veon Bell, where teams don't look at you the same way. They think of, well, what if, we wanted to do this for another guy. Now our other guy's going to start fucking doing this, because then it makes the franchise tag almost worthless.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So
he's back.
kind of fucking, let's go. What's up, Colin? You're muted.
What's up, fellas? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear. You got that
see
Wi-Fi?
My camera is not working for some reason now. Yeah, it's my Wi-Fi connection messing me up, man.
No, you're good. No, we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, you're
All right, that's
fine.
cool.
Perfect, man. But yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's not going to like it because it's a slap in the face because you're not going to take care of me for multiple years. You're essentially, again, renting me year by year, and I have no security.
You would think they would make it right somehow, man. That's kind of a crazy, it's up to Chris Greer. It's up to Chris Greer to make it happen, to make it work out. That's what he's been doing in the past, and that's what he gets paid for. Him and his squad.
But it really comes down to that and how much is Ross willing to write a fucking blank check for?
Whatever.
I mean,
Ross,
you give him 50, say you give him $120 million 4-year deal, right?
yeah.
I'll be right back. My camera's not working now. Can y'all see me? Because on my end, it's not working.
No, I can't see you.
It's just a black screen, right?
We can hear you.
But you gotta switch your camera. You gotta switch your camera though, dude.
Dude, I did. I have it set for.
Switching.
I just switched it from front camera to back camera to see, but it's just I think it's because my Wi-Fi or something, bro. Like, and then I'll glitch out. But man, it's all gonna be fixed February 6th. I'm gonna hop out, try to hop back in and see if my camera can't work.
Okay.
I am trying to be able to use my camera too.
Or you can roll with, you can use the camera or roll with that logo, dude. That logo's dope.
No, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, but I'm trying to just have it working.
Yeah. Try to get it working, bro. We're just chilling. We're chopping it up.
So if you get $100 million deal, 4 years, that's 25 mil, which is essentially what you're going to pay him, close to what you're going to pay him on the franchise tag anyway. If you can get, say, out of that $100 million contract, say you give him a $50 million signing bonus, well, now it's $50 million over 4 years. You're paying him what, $15 million a year, cap wise?
Mm-hmm.
I can swallow $15 million a year cap wise. But is Stephen Ross gonna fucking write him a $50 million check right off the top?
I don't know.
Because if he does that, then he's setting the precedence for next year if Tua does ball out and Tua wants a $120 million contract.
Damn.
You're going to be working out another 50, 60 million, writing another check.
Fucking put that incentive out there, man. Put that contract out there. Let Tua ball out next year. I love the fact that we're, make him go one more year. Most definitely, we need to go that route.
Yeah, but the same thing is as much as I like that idea, what happens if we get caught in a similar situation to Daniel Jones, where Daniel Jones doesn't ball out, but he plays well enough, and then on top of that, you have no other options because you have no other options, and then you have to pay him. I mean, bro, they gave fucking Daniel Jones $42 million a year. Daniel fucking Jones, who didn't even fucking play the entire year.
I mean, do we have to say he goes another year? Do we have to pay him if we don't want to? If we don't want to, we're like, man.
If you don't want to, no. He's a free agent. He walks out the door if you don't extend him.
I'd say that's what we do then. Go one more year, see what he's all about. If we want to give him a bag, give him a bag. If not, let him go. But that's what I was talking about. We need to have a backup plan in place starting right now. And in my opinion, with this draft at 21 with Bo Nix. Let's go.
I mean, do you think Bo Nix is still going to be there at 21?
Well, hell yeah, bro. He's projected like around 30 right now. Unless somebody steps up and jacks him. But that's where I was trying to say.
Quarterback fucking needy teams are going to be fucking trying to trade there.
Yeah. But you also have the guy that Colin likes from Michigan, and you also have that Washington quarterback. Those are all top level, like first roundish picks. After that, it drops down to the next little batch is third, fourth, fifth round picks, man. So if you want to try to get a good quarterback, it needs to be one of those three. The Michigan quarterback, Bo Nix, or that Washington quarterback. That's who we would need to grab.
Yeah, and I mean, when you look at it, I mean, I don't know what the draft order is, how many of those teams are QB needy. But again, just because they're ranked to go, first, second, third round doesn't mean they're going to last till that long,
No, you never know, man. No, we know how these teams are. They play games, man. Next thing you know, Bo Nix is going number 5 or some shit.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And then, all the other QB fucking needy teams freak out because Bo Nix is gone at 5, and they're like, oh, fuck, we got to go get our guy.
Exactly. So that's a tricky situation as far as our quarterback, man. The damn QB2. I mean, Skyler. Who was that talking about Skyler a minute ago? What's up with him, man? Is he garbage?
I think he's garbage. Look, man, he played well given the circumstances, but given an opportunity to take over QB2 the year before, bringing in Mike White obviously signaled that they weren't sold on fucking Skyler.
That was a surprise to me too when they brought in Mike White. We're all kind of like, well, he's going to be number 3, but Mike White was a solid number 2. It's like they didn't even think about putting Skyler in at QB2.
Yeah, and the thing is when you bring in a guy like that who he was a backup in New York, and then you pay him $4.5 million.
The money, yeah.
You knew damn right he was going to be QB2 as soon as that contract details were released.
Bingo. You're exactly right. I think I even said that myself. When I saw the contract, I was like, well, based on that money, there's your QB2.
And not only that, though, the amount of money they spent on him showed that they had no confidence in Skyler to be QB2.
Yeah, that's not good either, So,
because it's like, look, if you believed in him that much, why are you paying a guy $4.5 million?
Right.
So I don't know, man. I think that again, it comes down to you are destined to need another quarterback. Every team needs a QB2, but at the same time, given the needs and the potential losses we're going to have this offseason, I would love to get a guy in maybe the second round or possibly trade back in the first round. Like I said, to that 28th, 30 pick, get an extra second or third rounder, but I don't think that you go out and blow all your wad of money or draft capital on a QB2 when there are other more pressing needs.
Okay.
Like I've said, center is one of them. You can get, again, a guard.
D-tackle.
Possibility. Yeah, I mean, if you bring back Christian Wilkins, you don't need to get another D-tackle.
Right.
But then you got to talk about linebackers, maybe a middle linebacker. Possible safety. What's going on, Colin?
Speaking of linebackers, there's a lot of talk about that guy Trotter from Florida State, I think. Colin, do you know anything about him?
No, I haven't. I haven't actually heard anything on him, to be honest with you.
He's going to be around right there around 21. So
yeah, I don't know much about him either, but
He's like the only linebacker that's up there at that in that range right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, we know we're losing Deshaun Elliott unless you re-sign him. Brandon Jones is also a free agent. So you might want to go safety there.
Wow. Yeah. Holland's a little beat up.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not worried about the Holland thing. It's more about who are you going to pair with them, because your two guys to pair with them were Deshaun Elliott and Brandon Jones.
Check it out. Oh, there it is. How about that? How about that ambiance?
Yes, sir. Keeping himself warm. Let's get it.
That's good stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the key, guys. Is we have so many needs, man.
And then we're talking about again. We got to get on the DC coordinator talk today. We interviewed
Leslie Frazier,
Anthony Cupliano, and Ryan Slovak. We did our in-house candidates today.
And
our outside linebackers coach, Ryan Slovak, and then our inside linebackers coach, Anthony Cupliano, or however you say his name.
He's that guy that was a beast in that Hard Knocks episode. That guy was fiery. I heard we interviewed Leslie Frazier today.
I didn't hear that we interviewed him. I heard today that we were going to interview him, but I don't think they ever gave a time frame whether it was going to happen today or tomorrow. But the article just says that.
What about Staley?
It says Leslie Frazier to interview for DC job. It doesn't say that he has.
Okay. When did we interview Staley? Today?
No, I don't remember seeing anything about him.
I think we interviewed him Saturday, I think.
I'm not sure on that. But we did request to speak with the guy that Spidey brought up on Saturday, the Eero Evro.
Is that the,
but the Panthers denied our request to interview him. So that kind of fucking sucks.
I heard from the Giddy Up we were going to interview Campanelli, but we also interviewed that other guy that you mentioned a second ago that's an inside.
Ryan Slovak. Yep, Ryan Slovak is our outside linebacker.
I wonder if he's legit. He came out of nowhere. I didn't expect to hear. I didn't know anything about him, man. But if we're actually giving him an interview for DC, he must be legit.
Well, how about the Chargers guy, Brandon Staley?
Yeah, he's in the mix.
Bro, he's good, bro. Anytime you could get a head coach, person, he was just bad as head coach, bro. He might be significant and very good at defensive coordinator. That's what I'm thinking, bro. I think he's getting slept on a little bit, to be honest.
Okay.
Just because
I don't think he's being slept on. I mean, I don't think he's being slept on. I think that you have to take the information in its totality. I mean, come on, let's talk about. He had Nick Bosa, Derwin James. Bro, he had plenty of fucking talent on that Chargers defense. And for 3 years to not be in the top 20, that's not a good look, especially when him as a head coach is calling the defensive plays. That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
But it could come back to the fact that almost kind of like McDaniel, the problem is he's a head coach and he's out here trying to call plays, I mean, Colin may be honest. The guy may be a better DC than a head coach. You give him just the DC responsibilities, man, the guy might be fired. I don't know anything about him, to be honest, other than he shit the bed with the Chargers.
But
Well,
they
he
should have
did
won. They
extremely
should have
well
won
in the.
versus Jaguars.
Say it again.
They should have beat the Jaguars last year.
I mean, yeah, but it shoulda, woulda, coulda. I mean, it's the same thing with the Dolphins. We shoulda, woulda, coulda beat the Bills and everybody else.
No, but they were up by like 28 points on the Jaguars in the playoff game.
Well,
Remember,
that-
I'm aware. I'm aware, and I told everybody, "Oh, look how sunshine," and I was like, "Man, the fucking Chargers defense shit the bed. It had nothing to do with fucking what Trevor did." And obviously that's true because look how he came out and performed this year and didn't even make the fucking playoffs.
I don't know. I'd like to see somebody that's that's going to bring a toughness to our defense, man. I feel like our defense is soft.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of good teams are going to miss the playoffs this year because you got those good teams that had injured quarterbacks are coming back.
Oh yeah, is Harbaugh a done deal at Chargers yet? Is it?
Yep, it's done.
Okay, well, fucking Harbaugh can coach, man. The Chargers are about to be a problem.
Be nice.
I don't agree with that. I think that fucking look, Jim Harbaugh is just like fucking Nick Saban. He's a good college coach. He's just not a very good NFL coach. I'm sorry.
He took San Fran to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm riding with Bleezy on this one. I think that Harbaugh is. I wish we could have got Harbaugh.
And I'm kind of surprised we did not get Harbaugh, man. What's up with Stephen Ross? He should have been able to make that happen.
I know. He can't make nothing happen.
He can't make nothing happen, bro.
I don't agree with that. Listen, why is it that for 3 fucking straight years, right? For 3 straight years, and this even before the Ross thing with him, before Brian Flores and all that, he would sit there and tell Michigan he was interested in going back to the NFL. He would fucking interview, but never take a job. And why? Because all he was trying to do is get Michigan to give him more fucking money.
Exactly. That's true.
I don't think that he had any real interest in going back to the NFL until he found the perfect place for him to go with the fucking quarterback and a team pretty much already set up to win for him. Bro, if you really wanted to get back in the NFL that badly, why not go to a fucking team? Bro, look how many teams have fucking had head coaching openings that he himself has interviewed for, and he turned them all down.
Right.
So I don't blame Ross on that one. I think that Harbaugh was waiting for the perfect opportunity for things to just line up just fucking perfectly for him to jump shit. And I think really what happened is Harbaugh wore out his welcome at Michigan by playing that money game.
Well,
by continuing every year to play that fucking game, I think it finally pissed Michigan off enough. They were like, look, we're not giving you no more fucking money. If you're going to keep trying to fucking hoist us for fucking more money, we'll just find somebody else who we don't have to pay fucking nearly as much as you and won't play any of these fucking games every year.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
He never plays nobody.
The fact that he got popped cheating, man, they were fucking whatever they were doing.
That's true. But no, they deserved that championship this year. But still,
yeah,
they never fucking schedule anybody. But yeah, you're right, man. I think
he's moving on. He's going to go to LA Chargers, but that's fine. Let him go out there and beat up on KC in Denver and the Raiders, man. And then go out there and beat up on each other.
Yeah, that or fucking, he'll realize that Justin Herbert is the shitty quarterback that we've been saying he is, and then he'll fucking go back to college. A la fucking Nick Saban.
Oh my God. Harbaugh end up at Alabama in about 2 or 3 years?
Probably. When he gets ran out of the fucking NFL like Nick Saban.
Might happen. Very well could happen.
A lot of these college coaches, they're so used to coaching young athletes that when they get to the NFL and you're coaching grown-ass fucking men, it's just not their thing.
Right.
Because grown-ass men don't blindly believe you. They're not invested in the I have to do everything you say or I'm not going to play a snap kind of thing. They're more worried about their own money. They're worried about their own fucking lives. These guys got kids and whatever. They're not fucking taking no bullshit like the college kids do, because the college kids know, hey, I may be a good player and he'll still play me, but I'm not going to get all these, glowing recommendations and shit if I don't kiss this guy's ass. But in the NFL, you don't have to kiss your coach's ass. You know what I'm saying?
Get your job.
If you're a good player, if you're a good player, other NFL teams will fucking, pay you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the good players know that they're good players, and they're going to go in there and kick ass. They're not going to sit around, especially with a rookie, and take any shit from them. They're a grown ass man with 3 or 4 kids and a mortgage and everything else. In the NFL,
they're not going to sit here and play this kiss ass game, and they're also, they understand the fact that, it's not like in college where, again, these college kids they're stuck because, you have the transfer portal, but unless you meet one of the exceptions, you have to sit out a year. So say you do piss off the fucking head coach at your college and they don't play you. Well, you can't just transfer and start playing somewhere else immediately. It don't work like that.
Yeah, it just sucks that McDaniel is going to be going into his 3rd year with it now. His 3rd DC. That kind of sucks.
It does, but I mean, at the same time, we can all agree fucking Boyer was forced on him. So, I mean,
yeah, he was.
Do I blame him for year 1? No. Do I blame him for the Fangio situation? Yeah. I mean, I understand where he was coming from. Was it worth it to him to have a guy with head coaching experience, even knowing that he was only going to get him for a year?
I don't really know if Boyer was forced on him. It's more like he settled for him. Kind of like he settled for Fangio.
No, I think that Boyer was forced on him because of our personnel. The fact that, they had the familiarity. He had been here with this defense for 4 fucking years. And that, Greer's like, look, you come in and you fix the offense and Boyer shits the bed, you can pick your DC. If you hold up your end, then we'll let you pick your DC. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And so he did. They boot Boyer and he brings in Fangio.
Yeah, and I think that, again, I believe, and a lot of people thought this, and I was one of them included, that Fangio was going to be around long term for the fact that if McDaniel shit the bed, that Fangio is going to be the next head coach.
A lot of talk about that. Oh, dude, we all thought Fangio was a home run. There wasn't a single fan upset about bringing in Fangio.
Yeah, for real, that was me.
Yeah, bro.
And that's the thing is then to hear that players didn't particularly like him and care for him and that he was kind of an asshole and wouldn't take their suggestions and yada, yada. Then it lies, well, was it such a smart fucking hire? Obviously not.
Maybe not. His old ass, 65.
Yep. So it is what it is, man. That's kind of how it works out, man. And, like you said, we still got Leslie Frazier. Fuck. Mike Vrabel hasn't been signed as a head coach. Is he going to be brought in for a fucking interview? I mean, we still got a lot of guys. We did our in-house candidates today. Leslie Frazier is on the fucking tap. I don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow or later on in the week. I don't know. But, there's still a lot of decent and pretty damn good defensive coordinators out there. So we're just going to have to see who Mike McDaniel chooses.
Yeah. And I think they're interviewing quite a few guys, obviously. So it'll be interesting which way we go. But, something's telling me, I don't know why, but I feel like we're going to go Staley. I don't know why.
I'll be happy with that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'd be excited. Would I be okay with it? Yeah, but I wouldn't be excited about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would be excited, bro.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like you're fucking discounting and making excuses for him as the Chargers head coach, and I get it. Just like fucking Flores, he was a good DC, but he wasn't a good head coach. But, I mean, is it a situation where, he did so well with the Rams, but yeah, he had a fucking loaded fucking defense. We don't have a loaded defense. Number one, with our injuries, and number two, with the free agents we're going to be losing. Is he really going to be that good of a DC without fucking elite talent? That's a question to fucking think about too.
Right.
So, it's not a foregone conclusion,
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. That is true.
So, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, either fucking which way. But at the end of the day, Mike McDaniel's got to fucking make a choice and fucking ride with it. Kind of where it's at.
He's going to have to ride with it, man. He needs to make a good decision, man, because I really think that Chris Greer and Stephen Ross are saying, man, we're going to do this long term. As long as McDaniel doesn't shit the bed next year in a really bad fashion, I think even if he doesn't make the playoffs, they'll probably keep him. I think they're going to try to give him 4 or 5 years at least. And even if we have to bring in a new quarterback besides Tua, I think we're going to keep McDaniel for the long run.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
we'll see. We will see,
bro. Coach McD.
Yeah. Go ahead and lock him down, man. He's getting experience right now. Firing him, you're firing a lot better coach than you hired.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, man. Hey, my phone's about to die. You want to wrap it up, Bleezy?
Yeah, let's wrap it up, dude. It's been an
All
hour.
right, man. Colin, final thoughts, brother.
My final thoughts, bro. Shit, the football season's coming to an end, man. It's about over. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Shit, I'll probably be working, but if I'm not, I'm gonna be partying, just like last year. The shoey got invented for me on Super Bowl Sunday on the Fins tailgate. I decided, I was like, fuck it. I was really fucking drunk with one of my best friends, bro, and we were like, fuck it, let's pull out the shoe, and I was drinking Tito's and Miller Lights. But hey, so shout out to the shoey that's gonna be coming back. We didn't fucking win the Bills game, or we would have done it. Next year, when the big game comes up, we'll get it back the shoeys and shit like that. But to wrap this one up, man. Shit, Fins up, fucking Super Bowl. Shit, what is it now? 57 or 8?
Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, let's get ready for next year and fucking enjoy this Super Bowl. Hey, I know we're on the couch, but that doesn't mean we're not going to enjoy it with some fucking good ass Rotel cheese deals.
Oh yeah,
cheers to y'all.
Some nice queso. No, I think this off season's gonna go fast, man. It's gonna go quick. You know, it'll be draft before we know it. Boom, boom, boom. It'll be preseason. It'll go quick.
Then fucking 3 months of fucking nothing.
Yeah, it does seem like nothing, man.
No,
but
it's
it goes
baseball
quick.
time.
Baseball,
time,
March Madness.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I don't know, man. You know, let's see what happens with this DC, man. It's a big move for McDaniel. I want to see our team get tougher, man. I want to see us get tougher next year.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So maybe that means build the defense. Maybe we need to fucking draft and really stack up our defense. I think that's what we need to do. Really, stack up a fucking defense, man. Stout.
Stack up, get loaded, and keep Wilkins.
Sealer, fucking get really good corners.
Hey, Gleason,
you know,
Do you think you could fuck it? Let's sign Bleezy for fucking defensive coordinator, man. He'll give us the scheme, bro.
Oh, dude.
He'll take $1 million a year, bro. He'll take it. We're good.
I'll take $1 million a year, dude. I'd be bringing the heat up in that bitch, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
I'd be doing some exotic, fucking tricky ass, fucking type shit.
Yes, sir.
You can believe that.
Yo, can you sign me for linebackers coach?
Yeah, I'll bring you in, dog. I'll bring you in. You'll be my boy.
Yeah,
we'll bring in CT.
Guy. I'll bring all the recovery, the medicine, all the recovery.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'd be in there designing shit, dude. Designing fucking crazy shit.
We'll sign CT for the water boy.
Yes, sir.
Shit,
all right, man. Hey,
I'm just fucking with you, CT.
Nah, you're cool, bro. Hey, all right, man. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next week. We'll fucking be on again, same time, 8:30 Mondays. Let's get it. We'll leave you guys with our fucking favorite clip.